Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need to leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So we got one main energy. I guess all of these cards here are from the Goddess Tarot, I believe it's called. But we got one main energy and four clarifiers, okay? Let's go and get it popping, okay? So the overall energy has to do with resurrection, okay? So when it comes to resurrection, it's talking about your life and where you're at, right? To pull yourself up out of, I guess, a fucked up situation, right? You're going to have to be able to embrace being at the bottom. You're going to have to embrace going through the furnace. You know, this is that type of energy, finding gratitude within that space. Because the only way that you can get out of these spaces within your life, this is like really scorpionic energy, right? To get up out of these energies, to get up out of these spaces, you're going to have to allow yourself to be in those dark spots, those dark places of yourself, right? With this type of energy here. And this is what we are all currently learning as a collective right now, how to just be in these darker realms, right? And what I mean by be in these darker realms is really having to face ourselves in ways that we didn't think we had to, especially some of these lessons that we're learning right now are some tough lessons that we are unpacking. You know, I love talking about unpacking, right? Unpacking certain things in your life, right? Because it takes time depending on the severity and the degree of whatever it is. It may take longer to unpack it, right? Or shorter, you know? And we're going through these spaces of unpacking certain things that are deeply rooted within us. And a lot of these deep-seated wounds that we are dealing with kind of make up who we are today, and the type of behavior we be on, right? This is with the creative spark, like I told you about being in that furnace and being able to be okay with being there, right? Look at this individual. This person is fine going through that intense energy, going through those intense frequencies, you know. And a lot of these, I am so sorry, y'all. These are very intense frequencies to be going through, right? And this is that type of energy in these moments in time. It's very uncomfortable, but really embracing the walk and where you're going, right? This is that type of energy, but dealing with resurrection, scorpionic energy, you're going to have to go within the underworld, right? You're going to have to go kick it with where, quote unquote, your demons live, right? Kick it with them for a minute and get an understanding of them, so you can understand them and transmute them, right? Hear them out so they can stop wilding the fuck out, right? So take a trip to your analyzing your vices, the behavior that's been holding you back in your life so far in general. And it differs for everybody because everybody's situation is different. But we're taking a look at some certain spots within ourselves where when these certain spots within ourselves get revealed, right? It tends to have us start acting out of character than what we would typically do, right? This is that type of energy. Like, if I can be very transparent with y'all, I was thinking about my journey so far, on where I'm at and what I'm doing and where I came from, right? And these current triggers that I've been going through myself. I've been doing shit that I know I don't do. You know what I'm saying? I don't do. Like, you know, and it's coming from a space of being triggered and having to deal with that dark side of myself, right? And this is that type of energy here in these moments in time here. Yeah, with this compassion card. Yes, we're going to show compassion. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. Someone is literally outside the door. But yeah, yes, you want to show yourself compassion and things of that nature, and that's cool. You want to show yourself self-love and all that good stuff. But I'm really I'm attracted to the imagery of this card, and this imagery has to do with viewing all versions of yourself. If you see all versions of themselves are molded in different forms, right? This is that energy, getting an understanding of who you are as you go through the bottom, as you go through the struggle, as you go through adversity, but also get a tally mark of who you are when you're up, when shit's good, when things going well, when this, that, and the third. Get a tally mark of who you are when shit is a little shaky, right? This is that type of energy, knowing every face, every mask that you can put on, and understanding which is which, so you ain't putting wrong masks on in wrong scenarios. Right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. And with the 3 and the 3 here, and we know that 3 has to do with evolution. This is isolation. Yeah, you learn a lot of this while you're in isolation, while you're going through when God has you separated from the world and has no choice but you to deal with yourself. Most times when you're dealing with this isolation energy, you're sitting within this motherfucker, right? And it's so uncomfortable to be going through it. And the birthing pains of your journey is just, it's a lot, right? Which it's a beautiful thing, but damn, I wouldn't wish it on nobody if you're not ready for it, right? This is that type of energy. As you go through your isolation period, understanding you better be learning within that space that you're isolated. And when you better be sitting, and this goes for us all, with God when you're in these spaces, because when you're in these spaces, this is where you can become idle. And if you become idle, we know that that's a dangerous place to be. Because why? The devil can hop in your shit and have you doing things that you don't normally do, that's out of your character, right? Playing off of your motherfucking fears, right? So this is that type of energy when you're in that space of isolation, when you are feeling lonely, when you are feeling disconnected from the world. That's when you reach more for God, right? You reach more for God, right? And then within this space, right? Oh my God. Within the space, things are going to be revealed to you with illumination. You're going to start to understand yourself better. You're going to start to understand your situation better. You're going to start to understand why you're going through it, right? But also with this fire and fire, look at this. We got fire, water, and air. Air has to do with the mind. Fire has to do with wands, so actions, and the water has to do with cups, emotions. So what I'm seeing here in these moments in time here, with this isolation card, it's very, in knowing that this is the only one here, and knowing that air has to do with the swords, with the mind, with your thoughts, in your mental direction on where you're going, right? If you do not have your mental direction on point, if you are not focused on where you're trying to go, you're going to be easily swayed by your emotions. And in the moment that you're swayed by your emotions, you'll start to act certain ways, and then you'll manifest certain pinnacles, right? So within this space of isolation, this is why it's so important. Why God got us as a collective in isolation is we got to get an understanding before this next level that we go on with our name on it, right? Before we even reach this next level. Because if we don't have an understanding on where we're going and what mental state we're trying to go into, we're going to fuck our blessing up. We're going to fuck our lesson up, right? Our next level up, right? This is that type of energy. God is really getting you prepped up for this next level, for this next season. And it's so beautiful because, what's coming up to my mind right now is cuffing season, right? Because it's cuffing season. We in the winter. Everybody wants to get shuffled up. Everybody wants to be in some shit right now, right? It's cold outside, right? For those that's been really on this solo situation, God has been having you spend more time with God, right? So quote unquote having to have you deal with your space of singleness. A lot of y'all, after this season of singleness, you're gonna fuck around and find your divine partner. I usually don't say shit like that in these type of readings, but because it ain't a love reading. Find your divine partner. But with the divine partner, it ain't about love. Yes, it's about love, but it's about God. More of everything. It's about God. It's about the kingdom. It's about you getting on your purpose. It's about all these different things. But you're gonna fuck around and find your reflection after this moment of your of singleness, right? But also for those that's been already found their person, right? In so many words, there's going to be some unions and some reunions on the horizon in these moments in time, and these are going to be unexpected, right? A lot of you guys are going to get into an energy where your purpose is going to be calling to merge with your divine masculine or your divine feminine, okay? For those that goes to, okay? But to rear this in and to wrap this reading up, because there ain't no more, we're done, because I was literally asleep and then got woke up to do this read. So yeah, like to wrap this message up, the overall message is enjoying this space of isolation, because this space of isolation is how you resurrect yourself. That's how you change your direction. That's how you change your life. That's how you change who you are. That's how you change your perception of yourself and the world that is around you, right? That's when you start to not hover around the world and the world starts to hover around you. When you go within and deal with yourself and pull something outside from inside of you to the world outside of you, right? And go within, pull it from inside to the outside to give to the world and to give to your purpose any way, shape, or form, okay? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start a discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day, and bye-bye.